This is not an ordinary video. This is a VIP-level revelation, because what you are about to see are extremely old coins that elite collectors around the world are secretly hunting for. These are coins that sat quietly for decades in drawers, boxes, forgotten albums, and family estates, coins most people ignored or spent without a second thought. Today, those same coins are appearing in international auctions and selling for thousands, tens of thousands, and in rare cases, even life-changing money. The difference is never obvious at first glance. It can be a small mint mark, a specific year, a rare strike, or a tiny error that transforms a normal-looking coin into a global collector's prize. While the public overlooks them, VIP collectors understand their true power, their history, their scarcity, and their demand. This video is not just for watching, it is for understanding, because there is a real chance that the treasure the world is searching for is already in your hands. Watch closely, listen carefully, because this knowledge is not common. It is VIP-level information about coins that are far more valuable than anyone ever imagined. Now let's begin with the first reveal, and this is where the story becomes truly powerful. The coin we are starting with is the 1935 1-cent coin with a small D mint mark, struck at the Denver Mint, a piece that many people have seen, touched, and ignored without ever understanding its true potential. On the surface, it looks simple, even ordinary, but beneath that copper skin lies a history, a rarity profile, and a market demand that has been quietly building for decades. The 1935 D cent was produced during a time when America was still recovering from economic hardship, and minting quality varied greatly, which is exactly why high-grade examples today are so difficult to find. Most of these coins entered circulation immediately, were heavily used, and suffered wear, scratches, and damage, making clean, well-preserved pieces exceptionally scarce. What truly separates this coin from the rest is condition and originality. A 1935 D cent that retains sharp details, strong wheat lines, full lettering, and original mint luster instantly moves into a completely different financial category. Coins that were part of old mint sets or carefully stored collections have shown explosive performance at modern U.S. auctions. Collectors aggressively compete for examples with rich color, minimal contact marks, and strong eye appeal, because they know opportunities to acquire them are becoming fewer every year. Even slight differences in grade can mean the jump from a modest value into hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and in elite certified conditions, prices climb far beyond what most people would ever expect from a 1-cent coin. This is why the 1935 D is no longer just a wheat penny. It is a recognized collectible asset. Auction houses report consistent demand. Investors see it as a stable historical store of value. And seasoned collectors understand that once these coins disappear into long-term collections, they rarely return to the open market. Many were lost, spent, or destroyed over time, which silently increased the value of the survivors. Today, when one appears with strong preservation, it doesn't sit unnoticed. It is immediately identified, graded, and pursued. This is the exact reason drawers, jars, and forgotten albums still matter. Somewhere, someone unknowingly holds a 1935 D cent that could rewrite their understanding of money and history. This coin proves that true treasure does not always shine loudly. Sometimes it waits patiently, growing stronger in value as the years pass. And this is only the beginning, because once you understand what the 1935 D represents, you begin to realize that America's smallest coins can carry the biggest financial surprises. Now we move forward to the next coin, and this one carries a completely different kind of power, history, and emotional weight. The 1938 1-cent coin with no D mint mark, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, is far more than just another wheat penny. This coin represents the final chapter of an era, the closing moment of the legendary Lincoln wheat cent design before the United States Mint transitioned to a new look in 1939. That fact alone gives the 1938 cent a permanent place in American numismatic history, because collectors are always drawn to last-year issues, and demand for them never truly fades. At first glance, the 1938 cent may appear common, because millions were produced, but true value is never decided by mintage numbers alone. What matters is survival, condition, and originality. Most 1938 cents entered circulation immediately and were used heavily during a time when coins were tools of daily survival, not collectibles. As a result, the majority of these coins today are worn, dull, discolored, or damaged. Finding a 1938 cent with sharp wheat lines, full Lincoln details, clean fields, and original mint luster is becoming increasingly difficult with each passing year. This is exactly why collectors pay close attention when one surfaces in high grade. The absence of a mint mark tells us it was produced in Philadelphia, the main mint, but that does not make it insignificant. In fact, Philadelphia issues in top condition often command strong premiums because they are widely collected and serve as essential key pieces for complete wheat cent sets. A well-preserved 1938 cent is often the final piece collectors need to close their Wheat Penny albums, and that emotional drive pushes competition higher at auctions. Coins certified in upper mint state grades consistently show strong results, and examples with blazing red color or beautiful red-brown toning can multiply in value far beyond what most people imagine a 1-cent coin could be worth. Market performance tells a clear story. In today's United States auction environment, certified 1938 cents with exceptional eye appeal are actively hunted. Investors appreciate them for their historical stability, while collectors value them as symbolic endings to a classic American design. Even circulated examples hold steady value, but once the coin crosses into higher grades, prices rise rapidly. A single grade difference can mean the jump from a modest collectible into a serious four-figure coin, especially when originality and color are preserved. What makes this coin even more powerful is its psychological importance. The 1938 cent is the last wheat penny people might unknowingly find in everyday places. Old jars, inherited collections, forgotten boxes. It is often overlooked because people assume no mint mark means no value, which is one of the biggest myths in coin collecting. In reality, no mint mark simply means Philadelphia, and Philadelphia coins in elite condition are often the backbone of high-end collections. This misunderstanding is exactly why hidden treasures still exist. The 1938 1-cent coin proves that value is not always loud or obvious. It grows quietly through time, scarcity, collector demand, and historical meaning. It stands as a reminder that the smallest denomination can carry the heaviest story, and that a single cent, saved unknowingly for decades, can transform into a powerful financial and historical asset. This coin is not just copper. It is the final echo of an era, a closing signature of American coinage history, and a silent opportunity waiting to be recognized by the person lucky enough to hold it. Now we move into the post-war American story with the 1956 1-cent coin bearing the small D mint mark, struck at the Denver Mint, a coin that perfectly represents the quiet strength of mid-20th century U.S. coinage. This cent was produced during a period of economic growth, industrial expansion, and rising consumer culture in the United States, when coins were being minted in massive quantities to support everyday commerce. Because of that, the 1956 D cent is often misunderstood and underestimated, yet in reality it holds a very specific and increasingly respected place in the modern wheat penny market. While millions of 1956 D cents were struck, quantity does not equal quality. The majority of these coins were released directly into circulation and experienced heavy use. Over time, they developed wear, dull surfaces, carbon spots, scratches, and discoloration. As decades passed, many were melted, lost, or damaged, and only a small percentage survived in truly high-grade condition. This is where the real value story begins. A 1956 D cent that shows sharp strike detail, full wheat ears, strong Lincoln features, clean fields, and original mint luster instantly separates itself from the common population and enters collector territory. Collectors today pay very close attention to surface quality and color on this issue. Red examples with strong, original copper brilliance are significantly scarcer than most people realize. Coins that remain fully red, without turning red, brown, or brown, command strong premiums at U.S. auctions. Even red-brown examples with attractive toning and minimal marks are in demand, especially when certified by major grading services. The Denver Mint strike quality on 1956 cents varied, so coins with strong definition and balanced eye appeal are aggressively sought after. From a market perspective, the 1956 D-cent has shown steady and reliable performance. It may not be a headline-grabbing rarity, but it is a foundation coin, one that serious collectors need to complete high-grade wheat cent sets. Investors also recognize its strength because it represents a stable era of U.S. coinage with consistent demand. Prices climb sharply as grades increase, and in top mint state levels, auction results can surprise even experienced collectors. The difference between an average mint state coin and a top-tier example can mean the difference between a small collectible and a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. What makes this coin especially interesting is how often it is overlooked. Many people assume that coins from the 1950s are automatically common and low value, and because of that assumption, countless 1956 D-cents have been ignored, mishandled, or spent over the years. Yet hidden among them are exceptional survivors. Coins that sat untouched in rolls, albums, or old collections, slowly becoming rarer as time passed. These are the coins that now emerge as serious assets when rediscovered. The 1956 D1-cent coin tells a story of quiet accumulation of value. It proves that not every valuable coin needs to be ancient or dramatic. Sometimes value is built through survival, condition, and steady collector demand over decades. This cent stands as a reminder that America's everyday money, especially when preserved against the odds, can evolve into something far greater than its face value. It is another example of how a single cent, overlooked for generations, can carry history, stability, and financial potential far beyond what most people would ever expect.